Hi, I'm Kannagi, and today we're going to dive into something extraordinary. It's a very important part of beauty, especially recently, and it literally has the power to make or break your day. I'm talking about scintillating scents. I don't think there's anyone today who can argue with the fact that the right scent can set the mood and the vibe for the day. I am very happy to delve into literally the nose behind a lot of the biggest fragrances in India and all over the world. But before we get into anything and before I hammer him with a list of my questions, I will get the man to introduce himself.
Thank you, Kannagi. Myself, Santosh Shinde, Givaudan perfumer based in Mumbai, working for Sanya region.
Okay, awesome. So I've never sat across a perfumer and I'm so excited to get into this. First of all, I want to know, what does your typical day at work look like?
Actually, as a perfumer, I would like to start the day with the smelling only. My first smell of the day is of course coffee. Start smelling session of the raw materials, which is our daily practice with my fellow perfumers. Thanks to my compounders who daily brings me the smelling strips, and this is our regular practice. We can't escape from it. And then we actually jump into our actual work. And believe me, it's a totally deeply collaborative work. We parallel with the sales, marketing, and of course my evaluation team. Evaluator helps me to understand the brief. After understanding the brief from the client, we start to create from my side as a perfumer the fragrance. We send trials, multiple trials to the compounding. We evaluate each and every trial till it feels right.
Damn. And I thought your day would have you just smelling 20 different things and just saying yes, no, but it sounds like serious work, I guess.
So it's a process, believe me, it's a process, and it's a teamwork as well.
Yeah, and it sounds like a lot of math and science, which I've fully failed in. I don't think I will succeed as a nose, but I'm very glad you're here for us. The next thing that I wanted to ask you, which is we've known that you've created fragrances for some of the biggest names in the industry. So what excites you about working for a brand like SKINN from the House of Titan? You know, making fragrances in India, for India, with Indian materials, I'm guessing. What does it feel like?
It feels very personal and fulfilling because I believe that Titan knows very well about the Indian lifestyle, our climate, our liking of from the people, and it's very invaluable insights to create the fragrance with Titan. And definitely, it's building a pride in a modern perfumery, showing that our creativity belongs to the global stage.
So now let's talk about the main aspect of why we are here and why I'm getting the chance to dive deep into your day and to understand how you make perfume. Not that I will ever be able to do it. We already established that it takes a lot of math and science and I'm no good. But let's talk about Amalfi Riviera, which we have in front of us today. Every time I think about fragrance, I think about how there's always a feeling associated with a fragrance, right? It's never something that just is it a bottle, can be sprayed, you walk out. There's always a way that it makes you feel. So I want to talk about the feeling behind this particular fragrance, the Amalfi Riviera, and what was your creative inspiration behind this one?
Actually, when we started to discuss the brief with the Titan team, what came into my mind is all about the Mediterranean summer, and we just started to think about the sunlight, sun breeze, sea salt on the skin, and we just try to capture those ingredients and those notes in our formula. And I think the story tells about the summer, which will be remain with you after the trip as well. So basic idea or the concept was around summer that stays with you.
Yeah, awesome. I love the idea of having carrying the beach with me, because the vacation is 2 days, but then you have to go back to work.
Exactly, yeah.
So at least if at work I can feel like I'm lying on some Italian beach, I think I'll be very happy about it. So like you said that you know, it's basically a summer that stays with you. So what journey would you take someone beyond the notes of the Amalfi Riviera?
Yeah, when we talk about the structure or the concept, yes, of course, those are the ingredients who are contributing a lot. But beyond those bergamot or the marine accords, I think it's for me as a perfumer, it's more about the emotions and the atmosphere for sure. I mean, I would like to take someone calm and refreshing walk by the water, as well as the clear air, open sky kind of thing we can imagine after smelling Riviera for sure. And yeah, so basically the concept revolves around the energy, the calmness, and you can say the clean air or the sky, blue sky. So those are the concept actually as a team or as a perfumer I could imagine while creating the fragrance.
When it brings the summer with you,
Yeah.
which is very important.
That's true, yeah.
Awesome. There are so many types of fragrances I think in my mind, but what I want to know is the basic difference between, say, a mist and a perfume, and you know, maybe like a long lasting what is the differences, and how is a person supposed to use it? Is there a specific way to do it?
I think when we talk about the dosage and the technical parameters in the fragrance, we always talk about their range, like body mist to the EDP. Body mist is all about at the lower dosage can be around 6 to 10%,
Right.
and mist especially they have the combination of the water
Right.
content with the alcohol. That is a major difference in body spray and the body mist, and they always play around you can say to 6 to 10%.
Okay.
But whatever above the 12 to 18% in that range, I'm talking about the range,
Yeah.
it's not a thumb rule again, but we can consider under the eau de toilette, and beyond 20% up to 30-35, now people are going beyond that as well. So those are the intense version in the application format. I think that we call as a EDP or the eau de parfum.
You said that when you had the brief and then you created, you know, this fantastic fragrance. So I want you to take us back to when you first received this brief. What made this project particularly exciting for you, like from a creative standpoint, and then how did it evolve to the final composition, like from brief to bottle? What was that journey like?
When we discussed the brief in the beginning, that brief itself instantly told us it's just like a work or act like a time machine, escape kind of thing. It should carry the glow of the scent after vacation. So we just tried to build as a perfumer. I concentrated on the structure where it gives the energy feel from the citrus, sparkling effect from the spices, and of course the dense and tenacity from the amber woody part.
I can get behind a time machine any day, so I'm good. Like I told you guys, I was gonna dive deep, and there is this one term in the fragrance world that I have a slight problem with, because I never understand it, and then because of that I think it becomes a big deal. So now that I have Santosh and I can get into his mind as much as I can, I'm going to ask you, Amalfi Riviera is a unisex fragrance, right?
Yes, of course.
So for me, like in the fragrance world, even when you say unisex, somehow it just moves into the feminine rack. Like nobody really thinks about everyone wearing it. So it still seems like a very bold idea in India. So what goes into building a fragrance that belongs to everyone, like really everyone?
Yeah, actually, while crafting the Amalfi Riviera, we never thought of gender. It's supposed to be unisex for multiple reasons. I think whoever use and wear the Amalfi Riviera, it's supposed to be more related and more deal with the comfort level, more easiness for sure. And we should think beyond the him and her many times. And I think this is the right combination of the citrus, marine and amber woody accords, which represents the calm and brightness or comfortness to the personality and not to the gender.
Yeah.
I think this is the whole idea behind the Riviera.
And everyone deserves an escape. It shouldn't be like only women are allowed to
that's
run
true.
away.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
all of us can run away once in a while to a beach.
That's true.
So you gave us a lot of understanding of what are the notes that has gone into the creation of this fragrance. But is there one particular note or ingredient that you would associate with this fragrance that makes it different and unique?
I think for perfumer, each and every note and the ingredient is equally important for sure. But if you look at the Riviera structure, we always talk about the description like, start with the citrus freshness, followed by the marine. These are the key ingredients or the key structure. And yes, followed by the lots of amber and the woody accords. Opening of the fragrance Riviera is all about, talks about the complex citrus structure, and thanks to Givaudan we have exclusive or pure essentials which helps me to create nice citrus and which can be differentiated from the other citrus compounds or the citrus structures. Combination of what we have used here is nice orange or pure with lemon, mandarin, and a touch of grapefruit, and lots of aquatic parts with the galbanum to give the warmth of the ginger and the black pepper or purs for sure, and yes, followed by the vetiver and lots of patchouli, woody, amber notes. So this is the whole structure. I think all ingredients contributed equally for me.
You can't pick a favorite child. I get it. I hear you. Okay, Santosh, so I want to dive deeper into the notes again because I
Yes.
think that's where our expertise is. So notes like bergamot and marine accords are everywhere right now. Like I feel like they've almost become a buzzword. How do you work with notes that are popular and still make them feel new and fresh and have them add a new dimension to the fragrance?
Yeah, I think familiar notes are maybe the limitation, but not the restrictions for the creator or for the perfumer for sure. If you look at the Riviera structure, as I already explained, it's a beautiful contrast you can imagine from the fresh citrus notes and the marine accords along with the woody notes. So it was a big challenge, you can see, to fit into those two different kind of notes into each other. So I think that is the beauty of this contrast to carry in a one bunch or in one package like Riviera. And I think yes, thanks to Givaudan exclusive or pure essentials from the citrus and from the spices, which helps me or to push me to make the unique combination to give the justice to the fragrance creation what Titan was expecting.
I can listen to things about notes all day because I feel like it's like almost like composing music, like composing a tune with like different combinations and compositions. So it is very interesting to me. So my favorite thing about summer fragrances are always like the fresh citrusy and aquatic notes, but they're also known to be famously fleeting. And then like the humidity and the weather in India is literally not kind to anyone. So how do you balance using ingredients that people love to smell with what performs on the skin, like what stays longer?
Definitely, it's for a perfumer's question. Yes, I think as I mentioned just now, it's there is a very technical challenge regarding to the brief and to create Riviera. Is that to balance or to maintain the contrast from the fresh citrus accords to the long lastingness. I mean, with the woody and the amber parts of the fragrance for sure. I think when we talk in a perfumery terms, always we need to look at the entire structure from the top notes to middle and followed by the base notes. Whatever the first impression you get after smelling any fragrance, what we call as a top note, which remains for the 10 to 15 minutes,
right,
you can say, and after that whatever the impression you get for the same fragrance, we call it as a middle note or the heart note of any fragrance. And yes, of course, people keep asking for the longevity and the retention that we call as a base note, whatever they remain for a long time. This is a simple definition of the
Right.
structure, and that is a perfumer's responsibility to create the fragrance in such a way how we can retain that citrus. If you're talking about the citrus marine accords in Riviera, how we can retain with the help of the notes like amber, the musk and the woody, and of course the middle note I gently captured with the spices. This is I'm just opening the secret about the ingredients and my formula for sure. So I think the we have to look at the structure, we have to how we can harmonize or the synchronize the
Right.
ingredient with each other, which helps to retain that beauty from the top to the bottom. I think the ingredients does the magic, I guess.
So it is like creating a song. Like
Of
you
course,
have,
yeah.
it's very meticulous that you have to remember,
Yes.
but you heard it here first. So you're gonna have to humor me for 1 second. I know this is a little away from your expertise, but I have you in front of me, so I'm getting into the whole industry only. So in the beginning when I was talking about like fragrance and stuff, it's gotten bigger and better. It's booming now, especially in India. So from where you sit and from where you are looking with your years of experience, what do you think is driving the fragrance industry right now?
So yes, I think when we talk about the fragrance nowadays, it's not just occasionally accessory for sure. I think it's more about for the people to carry yourself. It's a self-identity, self-expression, and carrying some memories with you. So I think it deals more with these I think emotions and even at some level your comfort level as well. The younger generation nowadays are influenced with the global trends. They ask and they need more fresh or the trendy fragrances, and I think the brand like Skin, they come up with in India with the nice packaging and
Yeah.
nice combination of the global fragrances with the Indian identity, which really fueling the growth in India.
So when we look at India and the history of India, we always know that India has always had a rich connection with scent from I think ages. From flowers to spices to rituals and traditions, everything had like a scent associated with it. So what excites you most about the way Indians are embracing fragrance today?
Actually, that's true. I mean, if you look at the fragrance or the perfumery history in India, which is well known for the actors from the Kannauj or the spices from the South Indian side, even from the jasmine and the tuberose variety of the essential floral absolutes, even from the South India, are very popular worldwide. If you see, and you can see our Indian varieties of essential oils in perfume palette is well known. So I think that really excites me in the creation part. And if you look at the trends in India, people are really open to, and there is a lots of acceptance towards the new notes. Apart from the trending or the regular ones, I think this is the right time, I guess, to meeting the Indian love of scents with the modern confidence.
Yeah. And also, like, I feel like people, the way, I mean, from what you have taken and what you have said, I think just because your consumers are now becoming like global citizens in a way, and then are also India proud, it also makes it exciting.
I think it becomes a unique combination
yeah.
for sure for the India and the Indian.
Yeah, so I've done this before and I'm going to do it again. I will move you out of your comfort zone a little bit again, because if I ask you about notes, you will rattle it off and then I will scratch my head. But now it's time for you to scratch your head. So how, if you are to describe Amalfi Riviera in 3 emotions, not notes, emotions, then how would you describe it?
Tangi, I think you are bringing back me to my comfort zone again, I guess. Why? Because I think I cannot differentiate between the notes and the emotions. I think they always goes hand in hand. And I will just again going back to my structure of Riviera.
Right.
If you talk about, I will just try to explain how I look at the emotions with the notes. Yes, if you look at the structure, what I already mentioned, it's a citrus, fresh at the top, with the carried by the middle of the aquatic and marine notes in general. In 3 words if you want to describe it, and yes, followed by the amber and the woody notes. Yes, citrus and the freshness is I can relate with the emotions like the energy, for sure. Aquatic marine notes, I would say it's like the sophistication and the brightness in your lives. And of course the amber and the woody accords of Riviera representing the confidence and the depth.
Yeah.
I guess I think that may be my answer.
That makes sense. So like you've given us joy, depth, and
brightness,
and
freshness.
calmness.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's an ideal vacation, no, in a bottle. That is what you've given us.
Exactly. Yes.
Awesome. But I love the fact that you said that you can't differentiate between emotions and notes, which I think is fantastic, because in the beginning that is what we were talking about.
Exactly.
How a fragrance can make or break your day. Like if you've, according to your mood, if you've not put the right scent, somehow your day just doesn't start off right. So the idea that emotions and scents are not too different, I think is bang on for
that's
that.
True, that's true.
Okay, so now when I asked you to pick a favorite child, you didn't pick a favorite child. So now I'm going to ask you in a different way. What was your favorite part about working on the Amalfi Riviera? And then now that you have it in front of you and we can see it, how do you feel about how it's turned out?
I think as a perfumer, the process itself is motivating throughout the creation. From the beginning, understanding the brief with the team, and it's all about the teamwork. What I believe during the process, we brainstorming together, some inputs from the client side, which is equally important.
Right.
Taking the multiple trying, showing to the clients in between during the process. I think this is very motivating, very interesting. Sometimes it's very tiring also, but I think it's a part of your creative process. And once you come to the point where everyone makes happy with the fragrance, and you are giving justification to your packaging and where we started the brief, and I think you are just come to that point. I think that is most delightful moment for everyone, including me as a perfumer. And try to create the balance what you wanted with the multiple ingredients to achieve the target. I think that is the most exciting part as a perfumer for me, to create the fragrance.
So when shopping for fragrances, I feel like if you can grasp a person within the first time they smell it, I think that's the best part about fragrances. So for someone discovering Amalfi Riviera for the first time, what do you hope they feel in those first 10 seconds?
Yeah, I think for the user or the wearer, I think it's supposed to be the combination of the notes and the emotions, what we keep discussing for last 1 hour, I guess. Yes, supposed to be a citrus, sparkling, energetic, open sky, air, marine, aquatic, dense, woody. I think so. These multiple combination of notes and the emotion, they should carry with Riviera.
Alright, so I said this word in the beginning. The word that I used was scintillating, and now my mind is scintillated because I have so much information, but I have one very clear fact, that even if I try, I cannot be a perfumer, I cannot make music, I cannot do math, I cannot do chemistry, and so we'll leave it to the experts like Mr. Santosh Shinde to take care of us and give us the best of the best fragrances. Thank you so much for talking to us today, and this was one of the best conversations I've had around fragrances, and you've explained so many things that I think we sort of leave behind and don't understand about fragrances. So I think that's just going to help us shop better and do better with around, you know, perfumes. So I think thank you so much for all of the insights that you've given us today, and I hope to keep talking to you about this because I have 100 more questions at least.
Thank you, Tange. Thank you, everyone. I think it's a very proud moment for me, and it's a great collaboration happened with Givaudan and team Titan. So I'm really happy, and yes, looking forward for the success of Skin Riviera.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.